Hi guys, today we're taking a look at the highlights from Game 1 of the North America Elite Invitational Operations Tournament. This event featured your favorite content creators battling it out in intense, high-stakes matches for a massive $10,000 prize pool. What made it even more exciting was the unique set of custom rules that really shook things up and made every moment count. So before we dive into the action, let's quickly go over those rules and set the stage.
First and foremost, 6 invited teams of 3. That's 6 teams of 3 players, 18 players on the map. Now, we are playing anywhere between 4 to 6 maps. I'll tell you how in just a little bit. But here's our maps that we'll be playing. It is different from the Delta Force Global League because we have Zero Dam only one time, and it's our very first map of the day. Then we'll go to Brackish twice, and then Space City up to 3 times in a row. Now, in terms of our format, every player is given $1 million in Technic Alloy on this brand new account to play with. They can build out their kits, they can do what they want, buy all their stuff. Now, the difference though about traditional customs we've done in the past is that if you die, you lose all your stuff just like our public matches, and you get some rewards for getting kills. So whatever you loot, you get to keep, plus 300,000 Technic Alloy per kill, which is really exciting stuff. Now, all of our players, our teams, are going to be ranked in order of total loot value, except there's one exception to that rule: Mandel bricks. If your team has a Mandel brick, that's our priority ranking metric. Therefore, if you've got a Mandel brick, but you only have 1 Technic Alloy in all of your players' combined wealth, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be at the top of the leaderboard, and then everybody that has a Mandel brick ranked accordingly based on loot value. However, there's also another cool rule with this double brick format, where if your team captures 2 bricks at any point in this competition, you win the whole competition. And one more unique rule with this brand new format is that every operator in the game can be used besides Tempest, but they can only be used twice in total by your team throughout the entire course of this competition. So a fun rule, a way to shake things up. People got to think on their feet, try out new comps. It's really, really dang cool. But Dandro, we're playing for a lot of cash today. Walk me through this prize pool.
Yeah, we have $10,000 on the line. First place walking away with $4,000. Second place, $2,500. Third place, $1,500. Fourth place, $1,000. And well, if you're either in 5th or 6th place at the end of the day, you won't be going home empty-handed. It's going to be $500 each.
So let's talk about these teams. 6 trios of 3 players each.
We're kickstarting it here, Goj, with Zero Dam. Delta Force Elite Invitational North America starts now.
Let's get it. Here's a quick look at those spawn points, by the way, and it looks like it's going to be Team Nowhere and I believe Tech's team starting around admin. It's going to be white and yellow on your screen, likely our first engagement, depending on how aggressive they get. You've got that Sammy squad down at the bottom. That's Team Gorilla in the green that is starting in Visitor Center. But we'll see. That's going to be Forbidden Esports.
Pretty early on. Okay. We already can see Looter Boy. He's finding some stuff already. Nice little $197,000. So if you're managing to find some of this high value loot early, you can throw it in your safe box. The next thing you know, all right, you're starting to feel pretty good about round number 1.
You can tell when we are following along with these players, you can see what type of ammo they're running. You can see the tier of their gear. We're seeing Sing Song there in tier 4 gear in purple. Our overall game timer has moved. I'm sure you've seen it thus far, but at the top middle of your screen. Here's the first fight. In the back of nowhere. Ninja Turtle style. Oh, come over here. 1 dropped, able to play flank here. Sing Song also dropped. They've traded 1 out and on a yellow timer for Sing Song. No full trades to the side of Tech. And right now, Nowhere's having to back up and get ready for the next fight, as it is Cynical, the last remaining player alive for his team. They have player advantage. They've got to play this. Can't see because of the smoke, but doesn't matter. Firing comes flying in. The hip shots almost connect to a point of where they win that, but it is a full wipe on Team Tech, but a great fight nonetheless.
Does look like Team Gorilla. They might be the first ones to it. We talked about that AWM. We talked about how important it would be to maybe try and get into that area just to try and manage to grab it and, you know, get on out of there. So maybe they can go ahead and snag that and get on out of here on map number 1 with some very solid loot.
Nice. January finds the fossil, 347k. Well played. Pretty good loot across the board. Dang, yeah, we're finding some great stuff. Already found a graphics card as well. Good loot out of the airdrop for the first time around.
I love what Nowhere's doing right here. They've decided exactly what you mentioned. They want to go ahead, hit this extract, just hold it on in. And it's really the tough part about this extract is that it's just basically it feels like a 300 scenario where you are just trying to funnel everybody in to those moments and then just trying to wipe them as they're trying to maybe stop you from extracting.
Yeah, a great breakdown of that damn extract. And while you're talking about it, the second airdrop had landed, and guess who's got the AWM? My man Jan. January on your screen right now. They hit the second one, and it's, you know, so funny. I mean, it's a little bit of luck of the draw whether it comes into that airdrop or not. The first airdrop, it is Team Gorilla that is able to grab all of the loot. It's a ton of loot, some reds, some golds, graphics card. It's over 300k. Like, they've got great loot. By the way, Nowhere's team getting out for free. Nobody's going to come contest them here. So bye-bye, 4.5 mil, a great map.
Just kind of play around here. You can see Team Gorilla on the other side. They probably hear some of those shots going on as well. And they're starting to lurk on the outside.
You've got to get out of this map with that AWM. You can't carry the ammo in your safe box. It doesn't allow you to do that in our customs mode, so that it's really risky. And I'll come back to that later because Sammy Sucks is getting mixy. Finds Jay Devise, who unfortunately had to play first map as a solo. Should have some teammates in the next one.
And while, yeah, you're getting 300k as long as you can get that full on these players, it's just kind of like, okay, I would much rather you be able to use that to get the 300k and also potentially an early Mandel brick in map number 2. So I like that they're being a little bit cautious. You heard some of those shots going out, and I think they realize this might be their opportunity to start moving here and maybe go for one of these extracts. But it looks like for Team Gorilla, I saw them pick up a pretty high value item on the other side, and they're off some quick movement as well. I think as we get to the final moments of this first map number 1, I think the teams are pretty happy with what they've been able to grab. A couple squads getting eliminated. No worries. We're seeing some high value loot in that player's inventory for sure. And I love that, Go. Do you want to know why? Because I'm seeing a white helmet and a blue shield. So that means you came in with minimal and you're about to go out with a lot.
Yeah, it's a really good shot on Sammy Sucks' kit right there. He's really not fit for combat. Finding a cloud array is humongous. And speaking of humongous, hey, welcome to the party. Woo! Spades hits his shots. And there's a quick 1-2 on the blue team. Nicholas, team in trouble. 2 full down. Where is their third? Only God knows. He's certainly not here and is not coming back.
Not too bad. And you can see Kunji there, going to be the last player alive for Team Nicholas. And, well, just got to kind of run with your tail between your legs and maybe try and get away.
Oh, that's exactly right. Run for the hills, my friend, is definitely the right play. Gonna go out or extract here on the crest and just get out of Dodge. All right, well, we are, you know, as much as it feels like we just got started on Zero Jam, that is the nature of the game here, folks. We've got a minute and 25 seconds to get out of this map. I don't know what we're standing around doing here. Maybe they might be, I want to say they might be swinging up to the no backpack extract. But let's see what they decide to do. I need to double check. It does look like Nicholas is going to get out with at least some stuff. Is Kunji on that Nicholas team? So congrats to him, at least for getting out with something. That's better than some teams could say.
True. I mean, he's at least able to get out more than a whole team of 3 that we just watched happen. So yeah, even though both of your teammates did go down, like you mentioned, at least you'll get out with something. Well, granted, it's only, you know, 164,000 over the whole team of 3 that got wiped at the beginning. So nominal gains that are there, but 40 seconds remaining here, Goj. I'm not seeing them really be anywhere close to a extraction point. What's the game plan going on right now?
Yeah, it looks like no backpack place. I think they were thinking, hey, I might be able to make it, but I think as they started running, they go, never mind. So they are just stacking safe boxes, trying to put whatever they can in those safe boxes to take those home. That does mean, by the way, if none of these 3 players get out, which January might be the only one that's going to be somewhat close. No, he will not make it in time. Unfortunately, a little bit too much time on the map means no AWM going into map number 2. We're back. Delta Force Elite Invitational North America. Here's a quick look at the scores. And so far, so good for 2 of our teams. Good grief. Team Gorilla on top with over 8 million in value in that last game, all included. That includes their kills, their match compensation, and of course, all that loot they got out with. But Team It's Nowhere, also a fantastic map. 7.9 mil in that one added to the already couple mil that they started with. So Nowhere's team at 8.91 mil overall.